Today was a milestone, and it was a milestone because I've known pain for so long that it became just life. But recently I happened upon a supplement that has transformed how I experience my existence. To give you an idea, massage is something that I love deeply, and helping others discover how it feels to live in a state of peace and ease is wonderful to me. But for nearly a year, I've been in so much discomfort that the idea of massaging someone hurt. And actually performing massage was agonizing. But I recently found this supplement, and I'm taking it now, and I sell it in the spa. It's called Nerve Regen. And it has been the only thing that has washed away all of the pain. Now, I've had some level of peripheral neuropathy that has remained since chemotherapy. And then last year, sometime or about the time when my father had passed, I had this wicked pinched nerve that kicked into effect. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And I thought I was dying. Holy moly, was that a situation. I thought it was the end of my life. The pain was so high. I figured that this was my twilight time, and that was intense. But since taking this supplement for a little bit over a month, I have had, for the last week, I've had no pain at all. And I did a massage today, and it was the first massage that I've performed without there being any discomfort whatsoever. And I did a 90-minute service. And what it showed to me was my nervous system is healthy. And I can do this without it causing my body to feel like it's on fire. I can do this without the sensation of what would be a knife sticking into my neck, into my pecs, and into my shoulder. And that is a gift. That is a, holy moly, is that a gift. I feel so blessed to have stumbled upon it. And now I look at my life, and since that I don't have this overriding horror, I have hope. And there are other things in my life that feel incredible. I'm a part of a group and a club with these other gentlemen who are magnificent, masculine men who care about each other and care about their lives and want to have an existence that is comfortable, fun, and delightful. And having that club in my life has been transformative, so much that it's revealed to me areas of my existence that I would have otherwise been completely blind to. I am excited about the future, and I think that great things are on the way. With my pain gone, I can actually think. I can see the future. And where I want to be is I want to be a part of something that does something, and I also want to feel rewarded for what I do. And for a long time, I haven't really felt rewarded. And in my next venture, I know I will feel rewarded because I will attract the people who want to live big, who want to know what it's like to live the life as a healer, to be surrounded by others who take their trade seriously and love to be in the service of others. And this is exciting. Now it's a matter of me putting together the bolts and saying, look at how beautiful this is, and look at the life that you can live with it. And we can both live our dreams, and we can live our dreams in a beautiful, comfortable way. I've had a lot of goals in my life, especially in the last 5 or 7 years, one of the biggest transformations that I went through is whenever I went through chemotherapy, and I was a broken, weak, fragile individual because that medicine destroyed me, and really the cancer journey, it set me back like 10 years. But it still was and still is one of the greatest blessings that I've ever had in my life, because it gave me profound insight into existence. And from it, it's given me knowledge that would have otherwise not been accessible. Just like the journey with the spa. I know so much now. There is no way you can pay for the knowledge that I have. No school can teach you that. But I have a knowledge that I can take apart and bestow upon others, and I can create opportunities that otherwise I think would be impossible. And a big factor to all of this, like seeing the little details in which that I can interact with the world and really grab life by the horns, is the elimination of this pain. And this pain has been overwhelming. Something I would like to bestow on others is how to make the most of your moments, how to celebrate your seconds, how to exist in the past, present, and future, how to have a relationship with your emotions, how to have meaningful connections with people. These are a lot of things that I really want to give. And now that that pain is gone, the doorways of my mind and my heart have opened so far that now finally I can take these gifts and give them away. I can share them with you. Because in a lot of sense, I feel like I've made it over a really big hill. I've been thinking about this other idea for a long time, which is I'm thinking about, and I hate the word, I really don't like the word coaching, right? The word coaching always feels a little bit icky to me. I'd rather be known as like a life consultant or a consultant of hope and harmony and peace and making the most of your moments. I want to be someone who helps people see the nuances of existence, I can help you touch the intangible aspects of existence and guide you to living your best life. Now, ultimately, you have to do it on your own, but sometimes just someone providing a lantern to show you the way can mean everything. And I know throughout my life, there has been moments where I said to myself, I wish I just had someone here to talk me through this. I wish I could just have someone to bounce my ideas off of, to bounce my feelings off of, and know, where do I stand? Are these thoughts good? Are these emotions good? Am I walking down a path that might be filled with bears and snares? I don't think I'm the expert of everything, but there's something that I do know, which is I can hold space. I don't know everything in the world, but I do have insight into others. And I can read people pretty quickly, pretty well. But I still am humble about it, because I know that people are more than the parts that you see at first, but in life, people tend to have the same patterns. I've met people who I've never met before, but knew them and had an idea of what they would do, how they would behave. I think some of this is teachable. And I think a lot of it occurs whenever you develop the ability to dive deeply into yourself, to offer the same forgiveness you give to yourself to others, to explore empathy, humility, and creativity. And that's really at its core. Those three words, I tell you what, those three words, they help me navigate so much. So much horror, so much pain, so much anguish. To know that the pain that I am experiencing is not the greatest pain, and nor is it the least pain. To know that my hardships aren't the worst, nor are they the least. But either way, in both situations, neither one of those experiences are lessened because I'm taking an evaluation of my experience. Going through cancer taught me that people only know the pain they know. And your 10-level pain versus my 10-level pain could be completely different. Stubbing your toe might be a 10 to you. And you know what? It does feel horrendous when it happens because everything focuses in on that toe and it's like an explosion to your central nervous system. And I would never belittle someone else's pain. Because pain is all encapsulating. So when you're there, you're there. I think a big part of the journey of experiencing pain, whether it's emotional or it's spiritual or it's physical, is taking it in and giving yourself permission to feel it. One of my favorite stories in life was whenever I was going to a cancer support group, and there was this older gentleman was there, and there was a few other people who were there as well. And I was talking about some of the things that were going on at home. And during this time, there was a man who was supposed to be taking care of me, but he wasn't. And I had a situation that was very hard, and I was hurting a lot. And I told my story about what I was experiencing. And I said, but you know, I have it pretty good. I should be thankful for what I have. I shouldn't be angry. And this older gentleman looks at me and he says, no, if you're pissed, you're pissed. If you're angry, you're angry. Be angry. Your situation sucks, and it's okay to say that it sucks. And anyone who tells you otherwise are not your friend. And that really stayed with me. It was really important because I think we all have a tendency of not exploring our feelings because we think that we don't deserve to feel them. And if this is the first time you've encountered this kind of idea, well, you have permission to feel them. If your heart is broken, your heart is broken and it hurts. Sometimes it feels like your heart's being torn to shreds and you just desire to be in that person's presence who made you feel so loved and at such peace. Sometimes it's frustrating whenever you still love someone who hurt you to your core and you don't understand why you still desire to be by their side. It's okay to feel these things. In many respects, I think that there are times when we need to dive into the pain, especially when the pain becomes too much. There were moments whenever I was going through chemotherapy where the pain became so great, I just wanted to run. But I knew that anywhere I went, there I was. There was no escaping the pain. So as I sat there, I looked about and I saw the people around me laughing and being jolly and happy. And I thought that was beautiful. But inside, I was a rolling ball of fire, a conflagration of pain, torment, and horror. And no matter what I did, no matter where I went, there I was. And I knew that if I just screamed, it would amount to nothing. No gain would come from it. There was no escape. I was in the prison of my own body. So I took a long, deep breath, which hurt intensely because my lung was removed and the wounds were still healing. And I gritted my teeth and I squinted my eyes and I held my breath, and then I said, Relax, Sean. Relax. It's okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Breathe. Breathe. And so I started to breathe, and I unclenched my fists, and I leaned back, and I put my arms down, and I said, if I can't escape the pain, if it's going to permeate everything that is me, I will love it. I will explore it. And I focused all of my attention into the pain. And instead of focusing on the pain itself, I tapped into the nuance of it, like the various sensations of it, the way that the tip-tap stamped on my nerves, and how the searing sensations moved through my flesh, or how it felt, how weird it felt to have that sensation like my hair was being ripped out on the inside. And even though all of this was overwhelming, I found peace and solace in the magnificence of it. It was awe-inspiring. And I found myself caught in the moment, celebrating it, celebrating the miracle of existence. And sure, I may be in absolute anguish and horror and pain, but to even feel these things was a miracle. And it was at that moment I learned to love my pain, to love every sensation of existence. Because in totality, from the greatest pleasure to the most nightmarish pain, it is a celebration of our humanity.